Hi, I'm Rick from Doomsday Tank Models. I released a video yesterday and I realized I should have split those two projects as individual videos. I think I rushed through them a little bit. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that video up. If nothing else, a lesson to myself. I hope that I can kind of put a different perspective, a little more detail as to what I need to do to put a little more detail into what I'm trying to get across and not do it so quickly. Part of it's nervousness, got to be honest. Um, so what I'll do is I'm going to show you how to do that mixture with the glue and the Tamiya putty. I kind of screwed that up yesterday, so let's give it another try. Okay, hang on. All right, so here's my subject. Since yesterday's video, I went ahead and textured the rest of the turret. Now I made some modifications to this because, like I said, it's going to be on the T-34 chassis. And it was only a proposed vehicle, so it never made it to production. And this turret is a little more high profile than the actual prototype. However, I just did this out of extra KV2 turret because I did something else with the body on another. You can see this right here on my left is the normal KV2, and I had to do quite a lot of work to get this to spin around. I wanted to do, of course, a 360 because what's a tank without a 360 turret traverse? So I also did a little bit from the front. As you can see on this one, it's more squared. This one, I did a notch out of it. And all that is to get over the engine compartment of the T-34. Otherwise, the turret just will not work on it. And again, you know, this is artistic license for a modeler to do whatever the heck you want and thinks it's interesting for you. So just keep that in mind. See, look at that texture. Isn't that great? That's just awesome stuff right there. I didn't do the machine gun in the back like the other turret. I just kind of simplified it. I figured it was proposed anyway. So why not just simplify it for the proposed crew? So I left the main door intact. Did not put the ladder rungs on both sides. I figured the crew can get on from the back. And again, this was only a proposed vehicle that never made it to combat. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing. And I saw a few spots I just want to redo, and I thought I'd do that on camera for you guys, if that'll work for you. So just like I did yesterday, but hopefully I'll do it better today for you. Put a little bit of the stuff in here. And this time, and I'm talking to myself as well, do it sparingly. A couple drops, do a mix, and then go from there. So that's about 3 drops. I think it's going to take more, but after yesterday's fiasco, I want to be a little more cautious. So hopefully you can see that right there. I'll get my other hand out of the way. That it's going to need maybe a drop or 2 more. We'll go with 2 and see where that gets us. Try to avoid putting any more glue in there. If you think, see, just a little more mixing and you got it. Now that's how I wanted to look yesterday. And I'm sorry I didn't get that effect for you guys. So I had a little gap right here, and I just filled that with some super glue and sprayed it with this Instaset. And it's really helpful when you're working with super glue. So it just bonds it immediately. So I'll just take a little of this on the edge. Sorry, my camera's focusing on the turret. And just get in there and just kind of tap a little bit. And all this is sandable once it's completely dry, which doesn't take long at all. It really doesn't. And I just happen to know I need to go quite high enough on the side over here. So I'm going to just do that real quick. And even though I think I might be done after this off camera, when I'm done here, and you put too much in it like I just did, don't worry about it. Spread it out. And if it's too much in one area, you just sand it off. This process is really fun. And it's one of the things I like about Armor is doing this textured stuff. Okay. And what I have also is in an empty bottle, I put some lacquer in there. And if you just put it in there and just kind of dab it on a towel, it's going to clean it pretty good. Soap and water is going to be hard. It's almost like a cement mixture with this stuff. And that's pretty much it. It's very enjoyable. This is the tank right here that I'm actually modeling this after. And to give credit to the model of this is Panzermeister. I believe it's Panzermeister 36. This is his project. The turret is a kit. He said they don't make anymore. This is 1/35th scale, and mine's 1/48th. And I didn't see anything on the market for 1/48th conversion for this prototype. But you can see where the modification is to get over that engine compartment for the T-34, because it's much different from the KV-1. And he does a great job of putting this together. Panzermeister 36, check out his channel, and I don't have any working relationship with him, so I just want to give him credit because this is his work. And then to get back to mine, put that aside a second. So hopefully you get a good enough sight of this. This is where you have to get clearance over that engine compartment that you couldn't have if you put the normal. You can't even. It did see where it slams right there. You have to round off all these square corners. The Soviets simplified everything, and that's why they were able to produce so many armored vehicles. Quantity has a quality all its own, as Stalin said. And that worked out for him in World War II. So I just thought I would go over that a little slower. I'm sorry I rushed that yesterday. I'll be aware of that in future videos. I hope that you enjoy this a little better than putting two projects together as one and seemingly being rushed. I apologize for that. This also, wipe it out with a Kleenex and a little of the lacquer right here that I have with the tissue on the second wipe, and it comes out nice and clean. And don't forget your sanding sponge for the cast turret, and not very heavy, light, very light on that, and you'll get a great result that you'll be happy with. This is the tank, the Hobby Boss T-34-76 that I'm doing the conversion with. Hobby Boss makes a lot of 1/48th armor that I like, and I have quite a few of them. So just wrap this up. Again, I want to do things that will be easily explained, and not try to do too much on each video. Hopefully I'm getting better, not worse. For those that have subscribed, I thank you very much. For people that have viewed, I thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So if you come across my channel and you like what you see, or you want to give it a try, see how I do in the future, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will endeavor to do better every time I get on my bench here and make something for you guys. So thank you very much. You guys have a nice evening. Bye-bye.